Hey guys, welcome back into the newest edition of Bubblegum Sports Unfiltered. Jeff, can you hear us out there?
I can hear you. It's a little difficult. I'm here. I'm joined with Jamie the Weasel Kennedy right now.
All right.
So
we're getting ready. What do you have going on tonight? Why are you out there? Where are you at? What's going on?
We're at Scully's hometown pub here in Pulaski. It's only about 20 minutes away. Got plenty of time after the show to get out here and check out tonight's event. It's going to be a great event. We've got 5 matches, some great professional wrestling going to be happening tonight. We're going to be starting at 7 o'clock, so you've got plenty of time to head out. It's only about 20 minutes north of Green Bay, and it's a great venue. I don't know if you guys can see anything around there.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, so it's getting packed. We're getting a pretty decent crowd here tonight, and we've got some great matches going on, and it's going to be a blast tonight, and you don't want to miss it. The original intent was for me to throw up a tripod and kind of show what's going on, but I forgot my tripod and I forgot my earphones, so I can't really hear that well. But
okay. Well, what we'll do, why don't we do this? Because I know you got to get going. Why don't you highlight a couple of the best matches tonight for us, and then we'll get you on your way, because I got a special guest. Oh, look who it is. The guy who never comes on the show anymore.
Bruno's joining me here.
What's up, buddy?
Hey, by the way, we have a special guest here at Scully's hometown pub. He is known as the Care Bear. And he's sitting over there by the Pulaski Pharmacy table. So if anybody comes down here later on, come out here, say hi to the Care Bear. Come on over here. Bart Wood from Wood Lanes that burnt down a few years ago. He's here. Plenty of celebrities in the house. See you later, everybody. Come on down. 7 o'clock we start.
Good to see you, buddy.
All right. The biggest match of the day is going to be the World Championship co-title match, because there's been a lot of, we'll have to recap it sometime, but there's been a lot of fishy goings on with the World Championship. So they're having a co-title match tonight. The Golden Lion, Lennox Leone from Arkansas versus Kaz Carter from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. That's going to be the big main event, big co-World Championship match. So that's going to be fun. Plus, we got 5 other matches going on. We're going to have a great time tonight. So if you got a chance to stop down to Pulaski, you should come down and join us. I'm going to kind of move away from that speaker so I can hear a little bit. But I'm walking around in here. We're getting pretty full. We're expecting a good crowd tonight, 500-600 people, hopefully. So we'll see what happens.
Now, if they come out and watch to this event here, which is always for a good cause, will you sign autographs for all your fans that are coming out?
Yeah, and as a bonus tonight, I'm not charging anything. So all autographs are free for me. Just stop over by my merchandise table where I've got, 8x10 glossy photos of myself. And, I've got tons of merch, T-shirts, hoodies, sweatshirts, you name it. Actually, I have none of that, but you can come out and say hi. So.
Hey, by the way, I need another game use set of glasses because I sold the other ones you signed for me on eBay.
These I can auction off. Yeah, these bad boys. Yeah, I can autograph them, and some lucky viewer will win them.
So, man, give everybody the location one more time and when the first match starts, and we'll get them out there for the event tonight.
Okay, it's at Scully's hometown pub. It's formerly known as Zielinski Ballroom here in Pulaski. And it's right off of Main Street. Once you come into Pulaski and you go down to Main Street, just keep driving, you'll see it. It's right on the main drag there. It's a great venue. It is absolutely beautiful in here, and it's perfect for a wrestling match. We're gonna have a great time tonight.
Awesome. Well, hey, if you need to, we can get you out of here. And we'll see you next week, Jeff. Thanks for joining us, man.
Hey, man, I appreciate it. And I just want to say one more thing before I go. Congratulations to the U.S. women's hockey team beating Canada on the gold, and the men's U.S. hockey team tomorrow, 7 a.m., facing Canada for the gold medal. So it's going to be great action tomorrow, fun stuff tomorrow morning, and great stuff going on tonight. You still have time to get out here, watch the show, and then come on out and see wrestling at Scully's hometown pub in Pulaski. Have a great night, guys. I'm out.
See you, Jeff. Have a good night. I'll tell you what, guys, if you have not had the chance to go see Jeff, GM Jeff announce one of those matches, he does boxing too. He is about as good as it gets. And I don't say that because he's on our show. I really, truly feel that way. And anybody that's worked with him kind of says the same thing. All right. Now, so we have Clayton who's joining us. He just popped in the chat here. So let me get him on stage. Clayton, wait a minute.
Hey, how you doing?
Wait a minute. Ben, what are you doing, man?
Who?
Ben, we know it's you, bro. At first, I thought it was Clay. Come on, Ben. Now we for sure know it's you because you got probably a 12-pack already pounded, man. And your camera's off center by about 30 millimeters.
Freshly cracked. What's up? Clay's got to do a better job of hiding his passwords. You didn't want me back. You got me home.
I can't believe you hacked into his computer. All right, well, hey, you're here already. You're here already. You want to stick around and do a little bit of a show here?
Yeah, that's why I came for.
Let's hop right into it. First topic of the night. Now, I want to save about a 3-minute, maybe 2-minute segment at the end for you because I know we were talking about you're kind of like Aaron Rodgers, agent in a way, right? So I want you tonight at the end of the show to pick a team and convince us why that team needs him for the upcoming season. Any team. Let's do it. Let's do a new team a week.
Every team could use Aaron Rodgers and benefit from having him.
Okay, we saw that last year firsthand. All right, so let's get into it. Now, one of the main topics for tonight, Ben, I don't know if you've been following along with some of the purchases that ESPN has been making recently. Now, this time last year, they laid off a lot of really high-profile personalities. I feel like a lot of their shows used to be top-notch, and now they've gone downhill dramatically, and they've kind of flipped that money into buying properties. And what I mean by that is before we get into the discussion, I'll kind of give you guys a rundown out there. And I want your thoughts at home too about this. So ESPN gets control of NFL Network and Red Zone, while the NFL gets 10% of ESPN. So right there is a problem number one. And we'll get to that in a second. They also worked out a deal with the World Wrestling Entertainment, where the exclusive home for all their pay-per-views and they get extra shows and stuff like that for $1.6 billion. And they also recently worked out an exclusive rights deal for MLB TV, but there's some catches to that. But basically, it allows you to link up your ESPN account and your MLB account. And then finally, they're replacing Sunday Night Baseball with like a women's night, WNBA and stuff like that. Now, again, they have a deal worked out with the WNBA, and I think they own part of that. So to me, this smells like conflict of interest all around. Let's start with the NFL specifically. The NFL gets 10% of ESPN. So how are we in the world to believe any story they run about the NFL? The NFL has every right. They're going to have their hands in the cookie jar the whole time. What do you think about that, Ben?
Yeah, it's dumb. ESPN has been losing viewers and losing popularity over the last, 10, 15 years?
Even the last 5 years.
I can't remember the last time I watched SportsCenter. I can't remember the last time I watched SportsCenter.
And that used to be a can't miss show, right? Baseball Tonight, SportsCenter, NFL Countdown.
No, they're not going to have Sunday baseball. MLB Sunday.
But you can watch WNBA. You can watch WNBA.
Business-wise, they're making their money back and having their hands in all these cookie jars and everything. But it's, I don't know. I don't like having one network for everything because they're going to control the narrative. They're going to control everything. And it's, I don't know. I don't like it. I'm not a big ESPN fan anymore. Even, what is it, Monday Night Football? ESPN only?
Honestly, I don't remember if do they do Monday night or Sunday night. I can't even keep track of it all anymore, to be honest.
It was whenever the Packers played the Eagles. I couldn't watch that game.
I think it's Monday night now. I think you're right, because it used to be ABC and now they're the same company, but now it's on ESPN. But I heard from a lot of people that they're already regretting that WWE deal. They're not getting enough bang for their buck. $1.6 billion is a lot of money. The problem with that deal is there's a lot less people that can watch it on that ESPN app for like $30 a month than could have watched it on Peacock for like, what was it, $6-7 a month. I don't know. I feel like they're really in desperation mode, even though they're having all these deals worked out with all these professional sports organizations. it's desperation mode. It's a last ditch effort to stay afloat.
Only way they can stay relevant.
Yep. And it doesn't seem desperate, but if you really stop and look at what they're doing, they're cutting all their legit star talent, the personalities that made it what it is. And like you said, it's not even just recently. The last 10 years they've been going downhill. Now they're just like bottoming out. The shows are just cookie cutter. They're the same all the time, over and over and over. Nothing sticks out. There's really nothing to draw you in anymore.
And I don't want to get into politics. Whatever you are, great. This is a sports show. Keep politics out of it. ESPN should take that note. They're firing people for different political views. It's sports. Why are we even talking about politics?
Yep, 100%.
And that's a lot of their lost viewership and a lot of their talent loss. It's like that's my biggest thing is they're pushing whatever you believe, your choice, but they're pushing politics and sports have no business being together.
And it's not going to stop with just any opinion because now they control the opinions. That's what's going on with this. They control the opinions because they're buying up, and all these companies that they're working out deals with own a share of ESPN, which right there, they're going to run positive stories about those organizations. So right then and there, you can't trust what they say. All right, let's get into the next topic. Later in the show too, by the way, the professor.
The Aaron Rodgers.
We'll get into the Aaron Rodgers thing here momentarily. The Professor Kurt is going to start a new segment tonight. It won't run every week, but some weeks. And he's going to give us a few clues. He specializes in those obscure players, right? Players that maybe not the average fan would have ever heard of, but that's his specialty. So what's going to happen? It's kind of like trivia. We're all going to kind of try and guess the player that he's talking about. He's going to give us a few clues one by one. Now, I told him make the first show an easier person so we can at least start with some success. And he just laughed at me, Ben. He just laughed right in my face. He said, no way.
He must have knew I was coming on.
That's a great camera shot there, pal.
I'm switching over to my computer. I have a delay running off my monitor here. So
all right. Well, here we go. We're back. All right, let's get into the next topic here. Brewers have new TV rights. Major League Baseball, now they're not the only team, but I think they do this for like 15 teams now. They took over because, what was it, not Bally Sports, then it went to something else, and now they went bankrupt completely, pretty much. So Major League Baseball controls the TV rights for the Brewers, which problem number one with that is they're still getting some TV revenue, but it's going to be a lot less, right? So that's an issue right then and there. There's only about 5 or 6 teams that have their own TV deals, and they can rake in a good amount more money. All right, so this year you can watch the Brewers if you're in the local Wisconsin market for $99 for the whole season. If you package it with the all the other teams, the out-of-market teams, then you can get them for $49, but you still have to pay full price for the all-team package. Just a note here, ESPN is, like we talked about, they're the exclusive home of MLB TV, except these local teams, you still have to purchase those packages through the MLB website. So don't make the same mistake. I know I was one of them. I thought you could just add on the package after the fact, but no, you got to buy it through the MLB website. So don't make the same mistake that I did and some other people did. You got to get the package through the MLB website for the Brewers, just so you guys know that. All right. What do you think about this new TV deal with the Brewers? I can tell you right off the bat, one thing is it helps with less blackouts because you have another option available to you if you watch, like I said, the out-of-state games already. Now you don't have blackouts when they play the Brewers. So that's an improvement right from the get-go. It's not any more expensive than Bally Sports or whatever those other. It's actually a little bit cheaper if you actually, because before it was like $20 a month for the whole season. Well, April, May, June, July, August, September. So that's $100 right there. So it's $99. What do you think about this TV deal?
Well, the good and the bad with it is, it makes a better summer of fun for the fans. It's easier to watch them at home. You're not getting all the blackouts, a little bit cheaper. I know I'll probably end up getting it. On the bad side, less revenue, so all it's going to be is a summer of fun for fans and a shitty October. Sorry, pardon my French.
Now you guys, for those of you who haven't been watching spring baseball yet, the Brewers are already in midseason form. They got blown out. It was like 7-2 in the 7th today, so they're already ready for the season. I feel like they could play opening day right now. They're ready to roll.
Lost the spring training game, right the season off.
Yep, if things are already going downhill quickly now.
$17 billion.
On a positive note, the manager got a 3-year extension, so that's good for him. He did a very nice job last year, minus the whole, the whole faking the whole euchre letter at the end of the year was kind of weird, and the whole pocket pancakes or whatever he does is a little odd. But he did a nice job with that young team. What do you think about this 3-year extension? Are you happy? You have to be happy. I mean, heck, you guys were on the doorsteps of the World Series last year.
I mean, yeah, he took the team that was projected. I forgot what you said last week, but I think whatever site you were using said like 42 games or 50 games or whatever for us to win, and we almost won 100. What was it, 96? Just like I predicted. You
didn't predict 96.
A team that wasn't supposed to this year.
That's a fabrication, just in case you guys are wondering at home. But anyways,
but yeah, he took a team of nobodies essentially that wasn't supposed to do good and almost made the World Series. Small market, I love it. You can say that he didn't get it done, but you also had to play against the Dodgers that have like $1 billion roster. It's stupid.
Now, how would you compare his managerial style to your former manager, Craig Counsell? What are the main differences that you've seen, as I know you follow the team quite a bit?
Style-wise, not a whole heck of a lot. They're both were small ball coaches. The fundamentals, do the little things right. Get the best out of the players you have. The main difference I see is Counsell must have lost the locker room or lost the belief in the players and the fans, and he didn't.
All right. Well, this will be a big year. I'm really curious. How many wins do you see the Brewers at this year? Because the odds makers were 80.5. I predicted 85 this year, which is up from what I said last year. Where do you realistically see the Brewers at this year?
Well, last week, I'll stick to my answer last week in the chat. I was going to go about 90 to 95 again. I don't think we lost that much over the year, and hopefully some players develop and step up a little bit and improve. Clay guessed the same number I was going to guess, so I went 95 to 105.
And 105?
95 to 105. Probably closer to both the same as last year, but I'll go in that 10-game range there. I know it's
now just remember that didn't they have 2 20-game win streaks or something crazy like that last year?
Yeah.
So you're going 25 wins above the predictions.
Yeah, those predictions, like I said, last year they predicted them like second to last in the division. I mean,
I don't remember seeing too much of that.
We go through this every year. You bring out those predictions. They predict the Brewers crap, Cubs really good. I say,
well, that's not true either, because in the past few years, the Cubs actually weren't predicted that great either until last year.
Brewers go on to win almost 100 games.
Until they play a real team like the Dodgers. But that's besides the point. I think 105 wins.
The best team
I think 105 wins is absolutely ridiculous. You're never going to see that. And
you said I said 96 last year, and that was ridiculous.
I predicted 81 last year, so I was definitely low last year. I'm even up in that to 85 this year. I just think that's much more realistic than 105. But we shall see. What do you think about the Bears still can't find a home? I've never seen a team in professional sports that has been around as long as the Chicago, well, whatever they're going to be called, as long as the Bears have, that have had this much trouble securing a stadium. What is going on? Now they're leveraging Indiana a third or fourth time as a last-ditch effort to get Chicago to secure the funding for the stadium. What do you have to say? What's your opinion about that?
it just shows how trash the Bears are. Nobody even wants them in their state. I don't like the Bears, but I mean, in reality, they're probably asking for too much or a little bit too much help. And it's a big financial commitment for the city and the taxpayers. And depending on the government there, they might just not want to give them what they're asking for. And also historically, yeah, having an NFL team is going to help your economy. It's going to help everything. But also historically having the Bears, you're going to commit to all this. And then are you going to have a fan base? You're going to lose fans from moving from Chicago, even though wherever they're looking at in Indiana is actually closer to Chicago or to the stadium.
Yeah, I don't think they're quite going to. I do disagree in that. I don't think they're really going to lose fans, but it is going to be crazy. It's not going to have the same prestige. I know a lot of you guys aren't Bears fans, and I'm not. I'm not on either side here, but it is really, really crazy that they can't get a stadium deal done. When the Packers were doing their remodel of Lambeau Field, all they had to do was hand out some yard signs, had a bunch of people put them in their yards, and they had one vote, and they got it passed through. This Bears thing is getting ridiculous, and they're actually starting to be a pretty decent team, so that makes it even more ridiculous.
They had a good year. Settle down.
They're actually starting to trend in the right direction. The Packers are a little bit more questionable, as you saw in the playoffs. But let's get into Kurt. Let us know if you're still around, so I know to get to you here after I give Benny, sports agent Benny Bayless here, his chance to get his client on a team. So, super agent Benny Bayless, you're now Aaron Rodgers' sports agent. What team needs him the worst for this upcoming season?
Well, not necessarily the worst, but I'm going to go with the most obvious to start with here. The Steelers. He's established there. They got Mike McCarthy back. They have a history. Even though people like you claim Rodgers is the one that got him fired, McCarthy denies that. Rodgers denies that. All of his teammates.
I don't think McCarthy's ever denied it. I don't think he's ever.
Yeah, don't check it. But there's no need to fact check anything.
Of course not.
But just trust me. Just trust me.
Trust but verify.
Well, he has said they have a great relationship yet. He says they'd love to have him back. It's an offensive style he knows that he thrived in.
6 years ago.
He's still the same quarterback. He's clearly one of the.
I believe didn't he score 3 points against the Browns, and then he scored got shut out in the playoffs.
Right,
so I don't think he's the same quarterback he was 6 years ago. Pardon me.
He has the same mind and knowledge. He'll be able to pick up that offense like nothing. He's one of the smartest quarterbacks that's ever played the game. Nobody can argue that.
But don't fact check that, guys. You don't need to fact check that either.
No, you can fact check that one. Clearly, one of the smartest quarterbacks to ever play the game.
Kurt says he should go back to the Jets.
Yeah, you can make an argument there, but now, I mean, the Steelers, they're at the cusp. They're not a great team. They were what they have been, and they got some room to build a little bit more. And also the big thing is Will Howard. Like I said before the draft last year, I still stand by. I think he's going to be the best quarterback to come out of that draft class from what I've watched. I've gotten a lot of hate, whatever. It's kind of a bold take. I liked him. I liked what I saw. I think he's going to be great. If you can have him sit under Rodgers for another year, and he's already said that Rodgers kind of took him under his wing, and he's learned so much from Rodgers. And so you give him another year to learn and give Rodgers another shot, give him a couple more weapons, while also building more weapons and a better offense for Howard or whoever you end up having to step up in that offense. You're sitting pretty good, and they weren't that far off. Most of the year, they were missing TJ Watt. Mm-hmm. They were missing TJ Watt, which clearly hurts your defense, and they were still a playoff team.
Barely, because they got absolutely annihilated in the playoffs.
Either way, they're a playoff team,
mm-hmm.
and that was without the best player on their team, TJ Watt, for most of the year. Bring him back. The defense has changed completely. He doesn't have to go out and throw for 50 touchdowns and 2 picks at 5,000 yards. He's got to go out there and go ahead.
I have a follow-up question here before we get to Kurt. So you made your point about the Steelers. The next show you come on, whenever you're available, we'll have you pick a new team. We'll do the same thing. If you guys are watching during the week, I want to know your thoughts on his reasoning for Rodgers to go back to the Steelers. Now, my question for you is, before we get to the professor here, where did Aaron put his MVP trophy you promised us this year?
Huh?
You know that MVP
breaking up.
Yeah, I bet I am. All right, let's get on.
He saw it in the darkness retreat, and it is. He knows.
Okay.
He's my MVP. Love you, A-Rod.
Well, I mean, you're his sports agent now, so now he has some real.
You can pay me. I can sell him any team. I can make an argument. Any team you throw out there, I can make an argument for.
All right. Now you and I have a job to do here. This is the end of the show here. Jeff's out doing wrestling tonight. Clayton had something pop up, and I thought you were Clayton, so now you stole his account. I don't know if he's going to be happy about that. And I still don't know where you've hit Anton. I haven't even spoke to Anton in 3 months since we were doing the show. I'm getting a little worried about what you might have done.
I told you all last week. I talked him into going on darkness retreat, and he hasn't came back yet. I don't know if I might have forgot to tell him. Oh, I might have told him that I'd go get him when it was done. Yeah,
you might have to let him. Maybe we'll do a little YouTube. We'll do a series of YouTube shorts where your objective is to go find Anton. What do you think?
That'd be. They don't even got to be shorts. You could just do a series, because I'm pretty sure I had a case or two of Bush before I talked him into it and let him out there.
All right. Here's the end of the show. Professor Kurt, give us your first clue on this obscure player we're supposed to guess. And like I said, we're supposed to make it easy here.
I got this.
He's probably going to do like a punter or something like that.
How many guesses do we have? What are the rules here?
We can just talk it out, and he'll let us know if we got it right. If he ever posts the clue.
That's just like a team thing, or like a points thing.
No, if we get it right, we get a plus for the night. If we don't, then we fail.
All right.
But as of right now, there's no clues on the board, so I really don't know. We'll give him a moment here.
Can we use number Google? One? Can we use Google?
Clue number one.
All right, let's go.
Yeah, if Jeff was at home, we could use Amazon or whatever he was using. Siri, was he using Siri? I don't even remember what he was using. Kurt, whenever you're ready with the first clue here, pal, we got we're burning daylight.
While we're waiting for Kurt here, did you watch the hockey games? The women's gold and the men's semifinals?
Mm-mm. Well, what was your impression of the hockey? Was it pretty good?
It was awesome. I'm not a hockey fan. I was screaming at the TV. The women who have dominated, they gave up one goal all series or Olympics. They went down and scored within the last 2 minutes to tie it up with a crazy play, and then went into overtime, which was of the Olympic hockey televised games. I think that was the 5th or 6th game in a row to go to overtime.
Oh, wow. Which is almost unheard of. That's almost unheard of.
Yeah. And then the guys' hockey game, they came on, and the Canada one was Canada versus Finland. That was a real tight game the entire time. Kurt said he sent his clue.
All right. Well, let me try and look. Kurt,
he should go back to the Jets. A clue. Aaron Rodgers. No, he shouldn't though.
All right, Kurt. I don't know where you sent your clue, but this is what I have. Still around. He should go back to the Jets, and I sent my clue. So we're missing the clue itself. This is Primo TV here. You won't find this anywhere else.
Or is the clue Canada versus USA in the gold medal game?
Yep. So
that's a statement. So is still around, and he should go back to the Jets.
Kurt probably texted the clue to himself, and nobody's getting the clue except Kurt's own phone right now. Well, you know what I enjoy? We'll give him another minute or so to figure out how to post the clue in the same chat he's been typing in all night.
After your point, I got something.
You know what I enjoy watching? Bobsled. I love watching bobsled.
Those guys are crazy.
Yeah. How is Jamaica bobsled doing? I know they're in this one again.
I truly haven't been following the Olympics too closely, just kind of here and there. All right,
here we go.
He graduated.
Clue number 1. Ready? Are you ready, Ben? Clear your mind, which should be easy for you to do. Clue number 1. This person graduated from Green Bay West in 1968. Nobody on this show except for Jeff was probably alive then. So I'm not sure about that.
People I think my mom was born in 68.
Who what?
I think my mom was born in 68.
All right.
Around your age.
Okay, let's go to clue number 2, Kurt, because we're stumped so far. We got 2 more clues coming. Yeah, but anyways, I really do enjoy it.
Jeff?
No, they're not talking about graduating college in 1968. They're talking about high school.
Oh, okay. Well, did you I think I might have sent you the article, I'm not sure. I know you guys have had a debate on here, long-standing debate going back years. Somebody in Illinois actually took Buffalo Wild Wings to court claiming boneless wings were chicken nuggets and it was false advertisement.
No, that person's a complete liar. That person's a complete liar.
The court has cited that although the name is slightly misleading and technically it is a nugget,
but
it is not. There is a little bit of a difference because a chicken nugget is a uniform shape-ish of whatever the package is. And a boneless wing is not, essentially.
But they said we can still call them boneless wings.
Yes.
All right, clue 2 is here. Clue 2. This person went to Nebraska and was quarterback that team to the national championships in 1970 and 1971. I still don't know.
It's at the tip of my tongue, actually. I'm going to need another clue. There's not too many famous quarterbacks from Nebraska.
No. Now, this person doesn't mean he necessarily played for the Packers, but I think in this case he probably did, because that's probably where Kurt is steering us here. All right, we got one last clue. If you want to add a couple things on this one, Kurt, because we're still a little stumped.
Am I able to? Are we Googling or no?
Yeah, I think at this point we can Google.
I'll wait till the third clue to see if we can get it, and then I'll Google.
Yeah. So, anyways, I was right about the chicken nugget debate.
Well,
that's what
you were right about that portion of it. Bone in is still the best way to go.
You remember when we had that as a topic during Super Bowl?
That was I'm not bringing up those comments because you told me to. Like, if I'm ever back on the show, I have to keep it PG.
Yep.
Keep it PG.
Except for you cursing right out of the gate tonight, so thanks for that.
I said pardon.
When you guys watch during the week and we're on a 10-second delay, you can thank Benny Bayless here, who's back.
My show didn't get canceled, and that we should have.
You know what's weird to me, Benny Bayless, is your hero of Void, who has not come back since the Super Bowl. He has not come back since the Super Bowl. I'm hoping that you being back on the show tonight will help bring him out of the woodwork. So, okay, last clue. This person was the Packers' first-round draft choice in 1972. All right, I think we're going to have to type that. He stumped us. So the professor gets a point for tonight. We have 0. Where's Jeff when you need him? I think Jeff would have had a good shot at this one.
I did Google it, but I haven't looked yet. I'm just trying to think.
I think Packers it's safe to look here. It's safe
Packers
to look.
Quarterbacks from about that time. That was when we sucked, wasn't it? And went through a bunch of quarterbacks.
The 70s and 80s, yes.
Yeah. Oh.
Who is it?
No. Was it Jerry Tagg?
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
He was one of the Packers' first-round quarterbacks. One of the Packers' first-round picks in 1972. pick number 7 was actually a defensive back.
Yep. So it was Jerry Tag or Taggy. I'm not sure how to say that.
What?
So Kurt stumped us.
Is that an easy one?
I think that's what he considers an easy one. So we have our work cut out for us. Maybe what we'll do is when Jeff is back in his studio, instead of being on location, we'll use Siri or whatever we use. We'll make that our little sponsored moment if we can't guess it on our own.
Because that would have been clue number 2. Siri would have pulled that up immediately. We'll win it every time.
Hey.
I think we got to narrow it down if we're doing Packer play. I didn't know anything about this trivia thing until I hacked Clay's account. But if we're gonna stick with Packers, whenever I'm on, at least I'll study up our.
I think it's gonna be mostly Wisconsin sports, but not only, but mostly, because that's what Kurt specializes in. Hey, on that note, Kurt, thank you so much, Professor, for the trivia tonight. We'll do some more of this when he can make it. Ben, thanks for joining us, man. It's been a while. I'm glad to see you're doing well.
Yeah, thanks. Well, I would say thanks for having me, but I had to kind of sneak my way back on. But,
ratings are going to spike. Ratings are going to spike. That's all I know.
Dang right. Dang right.
Hey, have a good rest of your week, Ben. We'll see you soon, okay?
Yep. Thanks, guys. Have a great night.
See you guys. Have a good week.
Boy, get your butt back here.
Yeah, get back here, boy.